If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe to the channel for more daily content. And if you need any coins for Ultimate Team to get a head start on the game, head to the link in the description, use the code TVM for a discount at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video and a very time-sensitive one. I wanted to get this out earlier, but it is what it is. We're going to have a few hours of speculation here, and then we get to find out what happens. So Icon Swaps drops today, amongst other things, of course, because it's got a brand new freeze promo as well, which is going to be interesting. I think it's essentially going to be Footmas, but it's just rebranded as Freeze, and the reason for that is just political correctness. They don't want to offend people who don't celebrate Christmas, which is fair enough. I think people are making a mountain out of a molehill there. So anyway, 6 icons dropped in Icon Swaps. Doesn't really make an awful lot of sense, does it? Because there are only 6 in a promo called Icon Swaps. In previous FIFAs, we've had a lot of icons dropped. Anything ranging from, 6 tokens up to 23 tokens or something, and there's a lot of them. This year they've said that they want to include a lot more packs. I have the packs that they will include, or at least the new packs that they will include. They may include 100k packs here or there or whatever, but there are some interesting packs, very interesting packs actually, being dropped within Icon Swaps. I don't know the values of them yet. We'll have to look at that at 6 PM. They've teased a few icons here. Not sure whether we'll speculate too much on who they are. I think, just briefly, off the top of my head, Davos Suka is going to be one of them. He's a returning icon. He is new, but he's also returning because he was in previous FIFAs. I think Rivaldo may very well be one. Maybe. I think Nemanja Vidic will likely be one as well. That Dutch player at the end, I am leaning toward Frank Rijkaard, to be honest. I'd love it to be Cruyff, but let's be honest, not going to be Cruyff. I don't think it'll be Bergkamp, because Bergkamp has an SBC. Don't think they'll want to go down that route, but it's interesting. I wish I'd recorded me saying it, but I was in a co-op game yesterday, just before they announced this, well, maybe like 3 or 4 hours before they announced this, and I was saying, I've got a funny feeling that they're only going to drop 4 or 5 icons in Icon Swaps, because I know that they've said that they want to include a lot more packs. And I said, how dead would it be if they only dropped 4 or 5 icons and they were just dead icons? People are going to go mad. And a couple of hours later, as if I'm Mystic Meg, they've dropped this saying, hey, guess what? 6 icons. I'm going to reserve judgment for it for right now. I mean, initially I thought, oh dear, but I mean, it might be good considering we've seen, and I'll show you now, what the packs are in Icon Swaps. Don't know the values of them. I know roughly in my head what I want, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford it with the tokens, but we'll see. But yeah, could be good, could be bad. We're not sure. We'll have to find out at 6 o'clock. But I think you need to let go of the idea of one of those icons being one you actually want. I've already let go of it. I've already decided not one of those 6 icons are going to be an icon that I care about. I know full well that maybe one of them will be, I could fit him in my team. Do I want him? Don't know. The other 5 are, I'm not interested. Not to say that they're not good cards. Not to say that someone won't want them. But I would imagine that the majority of people out there will look at them and go, not for me. Either you don't like them in real life, don't know enough about them in real life, they don't fit your team for whatever reason. Maybe you've got a better player in that position already. So many different reasons. But I just think you need to let go of the idea of Icon Swaps being a system where you go in, you earn your tokens, and you swap it for the icon you want. I think this is going to be a gamble for the majority of people, and here's why. Let's go over to this screen right here. Now, this is the code. For a lot of people, this will look very confusing. It's very easy to sort of sort through, and we can have a look here. So, as you can see, you're just looking for this big, bold text. Base or mid icon pack. So, this pack was added to the code yesterday. This obviously is for Icon Swaps, unless EA decide to throw them in the store or the SBCs for some random reason. I would imagine it's for the Icon Swaps. So we don't know how many tokens it's going to cost to unlock this, but as you can see at the top here, it says contains 1 base or mid-icon pack. Pretty self-explanatory. Wait, mid-icon, not pack, icon. Pretty self-explanatory. You submit, 10 tokens maybe a little bit more, and you get a base or a mid-icon. It's a pack, it opens up, it could be anyone. Could be Gattuso's base, could be his mid, could be Nakata, could be Deco. Could be Ronaldo or Ronaldinho. You just don't know, do you? So it is a gamble, and I think this is what EA want to do, and this is what EA are going to, not force people to do, but I think this is what most people will choose to do. Not necessarily this particular pack, because there are others. As we scroll down slightly, it says mid or prime icon pack, which obviously contains a mid or prime icon, which is good. You could get yourself prime Kenny Dalglish. You could get yourself mid Deco. It's a complete lottery, and let's be honest, it's going to be mid Deco, but at least for a few seconds, it could be prime Figo. Or Eusebio even, you know, you could just have that little bit of a tease. What else have we got going on down here? Prime icon pack. I wonder what that contains. Oh, one prime icon. So you're going to be guaranteed a prime icon if you choose that pack, which you know, is good. If you think about it right now, that's really good because prime icons aren't on the market. So whichever one you pack is a win because you can't get them right now anyway. However, by the time you're able to get that, chances are they will be released. They may even be released today. I don't know the dates. I know that base icons go out of packs at some point and they put primes in packs. I think that's a little bit stupid. Why don't you just leave it all in? Why didn't they just put it in from the beginning? Just leave everything in the game. Or put everything in the game from the beginning. Or at least leave the base icons in so there's more chance of us packing an icon. Whether it be a base, mid, prime, or when they put moments in packs, if moments are still a thing. Why not? Just leave them all in packs. Gives me a bigger chance of packing something, right? This is the most interesting thing about this sort of section, I guess. It's the guaranteed one mid icon 89 rated or higher. Now, there are a couple, maybe a few more than a couple, of good, really good 89 rated icons. Or higher, obviously. But there aren't too many that are what I would consider bum icons, right? So that's it for that section. If we go over here, I've got 89 to 89. Let me just change that to 89, and then we'll do, no, not 90, we'll do 99, and then filter, and we can see, and we'll go through some of the icons that you'll be in with a chance of packing, right? So Blanc being the first one, sensational, right? Because Blanc is a very expensive icon. These are all mid, these are 89 plus. From that pack, you have a chance of packing any one of these. Hadji wouldn't be terrible, wouldn't be amazing, but it wouldn't be terrible. Laudrup, that's a bum one. Van der Sar, Cannavaro, Hierro, Giggs, Gary Lineker, Bobby Moore, Paul Scholes, Alan Shearer. In my opinion, every single one of them you'd be disappointed with. I know people would be going, oh, Lineker wouldn't be too bad. For me, no thank you. Nedved, closer. Not bad. Nedved, far more usable than closer, in my opinion. Socrates would be okay, maybe a little bit on the heavier side, but still would be decent. Trezeguet, no thank you. Gerrard, for me, would be perfect because I'm a Liverpool fan, and I'd love that. Ballack, Kaká. Hugo Sanchez had a big composure update, which is nice. Or upgrade, I should say. So, you know, any one of them would be decent, would be very good, actually. Ballack is 1.1 mil on PC, so that would be a big win. Didier Drogba, Ian Rush, both good cards, but I'm not sure many would be like over the moon to pack them. Riquelme is kind of the same. Lahm would be really good for anyone. Fantastic card. Schweinsteiger, I'm not sure. David Beckham would be brilliant for anyone, I think, just because it's new. Look, I've got David Beckham. I think everyone would be really happy. Del Piero would be really nice. Bergkamp, I could see why you'd be happy. I could see why you'd be upset. And then, of course, Schmeichel, Henry, and Puyol. And then, of course, there's another page. Now, in terms of Schmeichel, any goalkeeper pull, I think people are going to be disappointed. But Thierry Henry would be really nice. I think Puyol has a decent card. Is it fantastic? No. But personally, I would be happy. Or happy-ish, anyway. Ruud Gullit, let's be honest. I think you'd be very, very happy if you packed him. George Best would be really nice. Nesta wouldn't be terrible. Not great, but not terrible. Maybe it would be terrible. I don't know. Figo, good. Nistelrooy, not so much. Stoichkov, good. Butragueno, good. And then from here on, you have got bangers after bangers. And we've named a lot of players that aren't great. Lineker, Scholes, etc. They're not fantastic to pack. You wouldn't be that happy about packing them. However, there is literally a whole list here of players that you'd go, yes, I am so happy with that. You know, like I said, Stoichkov, Butragueno, Carlos Alberto, Dalglish, Cantona, Eto'o, Xavi, Lothar Matthäus, Yashin, Ronaldinho. Van Basten, maybe not so much. Same with Baresi, just because they're not really sort of meta. and they don't fit the game that well. Eusebio, Cruyff, Baggio, Maldini, Garrincha, Puskas, Ronaldo, Zidane, Pele, and Maradona. Absolutely fantastic. And I think that that could very well be a pack that a lot of people go for right there. I don't know how expensive it's going to be. It's a gamble. You could get an absolute stinker, right? But there are a lot of good cards there. Now, there is more code. It's not as much. This has an error in it, right? So don't get too excited when you read this. So there is guaranteed 5 rare gold player items, 85 rated or higher. I don't know how expensive that is going to be, but that has some great potential if you save it for Team of the Season, if you save it for Team of the Year, or if you just open it for if the freeze promo is still on, for example. That has huge potential. 585 rated players. I mean, you could end up getting just, Ziyech as your best pull, right? But you never know. If we spin on a little bit and move down, it says guaranteed. Now, this is where the error comes in. Guaranteed at 25 rare gold players, 85 rated or higher. When I first read that, I thought, oh my God. Oh my God. Can you imagine opening that pack? You are all but guaranteed something, because I don't think there are 25 85 rated cards in the game. So you are guaranteed at least a couple of 86s, right? Well, unfortunately, that has now been changed. There was an error in the code, because if you move down, it kind of gives it away. 83 plus rare players, 25 pack. So rather than 25 85 rated or higher, it's actually 25 83 rated or higher. They have corrected it now. There's been an additional line of code added to correct this. So when you do see the pack, it will be 25 rare gold, 83 plus pack. I still think that is good. I'm just hoping it's not that expensive. It should be, really, because that still gives you a huge, huge possibility of packing something big. Will icons be included in that? I mean, I would assume so, but I'm not. I mean, especially considering it's icon swaps, you'd have to assume that icons are included. I would imagine we won't get any clarification as to whether they are included, and we never will. But I still like it. I think I would like to go for the 89 plus mid-icon pack and the 83 plus 25 pack. That's what I'd like. I don't know how expensive they're going to be. I don't know whether that's even possible. One of them might be 15 tokens and the other might be 16 tokens. I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see at 6 o'clock what happens. However, that is what I want. Very briefly, this bad boy was released today. Is he worth 1 million coins? Only the person completing the SBC will be able to answer that. Personally, as someone who isn't going to complete this SBC, I wouldn't. I mean, it's not that I say that I don't. It's a good card, right? And I do really like it. And I'd love it in my team. And it would work in my team as well, actually. I just. This card is 700k or something, 750k, 770, 780-ish, right? So you are spending an extra 230,000 coins for 1 overall higher. If we have a look at the stats that it increases, it is literally 1 overall higher for everything apart from aggression. Oh, actually, you do get a 2 overall boost in shooting. So he goes up 2 positioning, 3 shot power, 3 long shots, which is decent. And then you get 3 jumping, 3 aggression. Everything else is 1. You have to ask yourself, is that worth the 230,000 coins increase? Now, I don't actually know what the... I know the requirements of the squads, because there's a lot of squads. There's 5 squads altogether. I haven't looked at the packs. So, you get a rare Electrum, premium gold players, prime Electrum, prime mixed players, and then a jumbo premium gold. Let's be quite honest. Pack rewards this year for every SBC, apart from pack-specific SBCs, have been absolutely horrific, right? That's not good. However, there are still packs back. You do still have a chance of packing something, right? Even if it's just a card that's worth 5k, it's 5k off the price. So even though it's 230,000 coins more than the team of the group stage, even if you could make back 50, 60k in the packs, And, I mean, even though they are bad packs, you've got every chance of packing a shadow. You've got well, maybe not actually. Packing a shadow in the first pack, because every other pack is a player's pack. But even if you pack a card that is 4 or 5k, all you need is 184. That's 4 or 5k, right? And if you hold on to him until tonight, he'll be worth more, because people will want higher rated cards for SBCs. Those may now be maybe more expensive. English is difficult because of this SBC. So, I don't know. Weigh it up, whether you think it's worth it or not. Personally, if I was going to buy a Bruno, I would probably buy this one or the 89. Probably the 90, though, to be fair. The Player of the Month, I think, is only going to be that sort of desirable for those who have the fodder. If you have huge amounts of fodder, not an awful lot of coins, I get it. I get why you'd want to do it. I'm not one of those people who would say you could just go buy them off the market, because I know not everyone has the coins to do it. Most people have their assets tied up in, well, just that really, assets, you know. You've got high-rated cards, but you don't have the coins. I get it. So that would make sense. You can't go and get this with high-rated cards, but you can get this with high-rated cards. Very expensive. Very good card, don't get me wrong. Is it worth 230-odd thousand coins more than the 90? No, probably not. However, with packs back and the fodder that you have, maybe. I think it would be a card that you would keep in your team until team of the season, that's for sure. I mean, it is a great card. I really do like it. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And you would have that in there till team of the season for sure. But, I mean, look at the state of that. Look at the state of that. I know a lot of people are hating on it, but I think it's fantastic. I'm not a Man United fan, by the way. I'm a Liverpool fan, so if anything, I hate them more than anyone else. But, yeah, I do really like that card. Let me know what you think of icon swaps in the comments. What are you most looking forward to? If you could hand-pick one icon that isn't Brazilian, who would they be? And how many tokens would you be willing to pay? I don't know. Let's include Brazilians as well, right? You could pick any icon in the game, but you've got to select the... What do you think is a fair amount of icon tokens to submit for it? I mean, I know people are going to go Pele 1 token, but that's not realistic, is it? Let's be honest with each other. So let me know in the comments. If you have enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.